hot sauce in my bag, swag.
Alrighty, so let's go on to reality. So reality, that's Realitea. So that's basically the segment where we talk about what's going on in the reality shows that we're watching. But we also get into a little bit of the tea that's being spilled outside of the reality show. Yes, Real Housewives of Atlanta used to be the best for that, but they want to be on the decline now. I talked about that last week. I won't go into it too much, but it is sad. But what has been given is Love Island. Girl. So firstly, before we get into it, I just want to say shout out to the producers this season.
Yep.
Oh, you lot need a raise.
The producers are doing a lot.
They're doing understand the assignment this year. You know, and I love it because we were all ready to give up on Love Island.
12 out of 10 marks.
And you knew
honestly
that.
For the drama.
And you said, nah. We're
gonna elevate it.
Wait there.
Oh.
I love it. No, honestly, they understand the assignment, and I'm 100% positive that a lot of the producers are black too. Because there's just certain things that I'm picking up on in the edit that I'm like, a black person definitely edited this for sure. So I feel like they really are here for the drama, like really giving us what we want. They actually are communicating with the 100%. Audience, and they've heeded us as well with some of our critique and our feedback as well. Because I feel like the majority of people were saying that Love Island just feels so overly produced. This is the first season in so long that I don't feel that way. It feels like we're getting a lot of their real personality and their real decisions and what they want to actually do. That's why even when I don't agree with what they're doing, I'm not mad at it overall because I'm getting a version of their authentic self, which is what I'm signing 100%. Up for. There has to be some reality, actual reality within reality TV. So I feel like Love Island are really doing that this year. So good for them because we didn't think that we'd ever see this again. Don't get me wrong, it's not back in the days of like Katie like and them and 3. Amber and them and Yewande. Like, it's not there anymore.
If I'm real honest,
actually, to be fair, it's not that different to Yewande.
No, but I'm real gutted that
they weren't doing that.
No, let me tell you what I'm real gutted about. Yeah. The smoking area. That used to be where you drop the tea.
That would be nice.
Like, that would have been nice.
Because that's how you know you're getting the real
That would have been so nice. For me personally, I just feel like there's certain things. They need to bring back the smoking area. They need to bring in, bro, what's one drink? I'm trying to get yacked.
That is annoying.
I'm trying to get yacked.
Stop the
What are you
fucking
talking
limit.
about?
Stop
like
the
that.
One drink
Get them
licked.
What's one drink a night?
Get them shit-faced.
Get them fucking licked, yeah?
I don't like it.
That's where the drama's at. Good.
Make them turn up in there. Like, I don't like that.
Like I'm so sorry.
We're grown.
One drink.
Do you know how annoyed I would be my 30 years of age that you're keeping me at one drink or
you
two?
know, I would actually tell them I'm an alcoholic and I need them to give me more drink.
No, they would definitely not give you any drinks.
They definitely wouldn't. But the thing is, you can't make me go cold turkey because that's also...
Oh my God, I'm so
like,
dead.
that's also like a health and safety risk.
It is. You can't go cold turkey if you're an addict.
I can't go cold turkey. You'd have to feed me alcohol.
I'm so
that's what I'm on. I
feel like it'll probably be wine though. It wouldn't be like, you know.
And that's fine.
Okay.
I don't mind. Cause I be chatting shit on wine and I love it.
If you drink enough wine, it can get. To be fair, if you
drink
enough of
wine,
anything, that's the beauty of alcohol.
You can get lit.
If you drink enough of anything,
do you know what I mean?
It can get you where you want to go.
100%.
You just have to drink a lot.
You can get from A to B to Z. It's cool.
Finished.
It's cool.
But okay, so let's get on to what's actually going on in Love Island.
Oh girl,
sorry you guys.
I got a lot to say. We got a lot to say.
Okay, so firstly, I've been TikToking. If you guys do not watch my TikToks, please go and do so.
Be watching it. It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
I'm also at I am Hannah OJ on all the other platforms, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on TikTok. And the podcast is at It's Undherrated. 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 Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Anyway, but yeah, no, honestly, like I've been reviewing, so if you're into that type of thing, check me out. But what I would say is, it's the classic case of you do a review and you're so firm, you're standing 10 toes down in what you believe. Because I absolutely, everything I say, trust me, I'm an overthinker. So trust me when I say that everything I tell you, I really think that and I really believe it. Unless, you know, it's just off of the fly. But if it's like a methodical thing that I've been thinking this, that's 100% my thought. Because at the end of the day, things change sometimes, and this is one of those cases where it has, because I was so firm in saying that you lot were doing too much where it came to Catherine and Scott.
No, you definitely did.
I still am, to be fair. I still don't feel like you guys had any leg to stand on in the sense of what happened last week. And with Scott and Catherine and everyone saying he was playing a game, all of that. Like, I just feel like from the beginning, we all kind of felt the same about Scott.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Tyrique voiced it, and because people don't like Tyrique and Sammy, people were saying that they were wrong. I feel like, but we were all saying that, so I kind of can't really say that. And also, there's not much screen time to really determine what is going on. Maybe I am wrong, but because I'm not really seeing much of them, there's not really much space for me to say, oh, perhaps that's what's happening, because we're not seeing anything. Now, and then obviously Catherine Moore happened, and then I felt like, again, people were doing too much in the sense that they were like, now it's gone to dragging Catherine, because she's not doing exactly what you want her to do, in the sense that she's staying loyal to Scott. She's bringing Elam home. And people did not like Elam. They were making fun of him, saying he looked like Jeffrey. He does look like Jeffrey.
He does. But the thing is, it's not that he's not paying.
That's my thing.
Do you know what?
He's still, because Jeffrey is not ugly. I feel like people, because they like to gist and make fun, they don't really deep think 100%. Sometimes. Because Jeffrey is still like, you would never look at that man. He's still good looking, and be like, that's an ugly man, or that's an unattractive man. Jeffrey is not a bad looking man. It's just because he's a butler and he's Jeffrey. That's why the joke was applied.
Do you know what I will say?
But like, he does not look... Elam, I feel like, is a good looking guy.
No, do you know what I will say? Like, for example, in regard to what we were saying about last week, I feel like where Catherine went wrong in this... Like, for example, where people are saying, oh, Scott's playing a game. If I'm real honest...
And maybe he wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we really don't know.
No, 100%. Yeah. I feel like the general consensus was that Scott wasn't. But also people were saying... Yeah, in the villa.
Yeah.
But people were also saying that Scott was playing the game. That was the consensus.
Yeah, it was definitely at least 50-50.
Yeah, it was 50-50. Yeah. But people were definitely saying that Scott was playing a game. So you can't now turn on Catherine and say, oh, Catherine's feelings aren't valid.
This is exactly... Let's actually get onto it, because I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because... please remember that, because I parked that for me, because I'm so glad you said that, because that actually got me thinking about what I was wondering earlier. But before we get there, I do want to get this out of the way, because this is why I prefaced it with, you know, how we feel last week, and things can always change.
Yeah.
I do not think that Catherine was right in the way she went about
100%.
anything last night.
Yeah,
this is
crazy.
Friday night.
That was crazy.
So we haven't seen. Movie night has ensued back at home.
It's gonna get worse, by the way. Like,
we are in the stew. I'm back at home on our TVs. Movie night has ensued, and we haven't even seen it.
It's gonna get so worse.
There's probably going to be more developments.
Yeah.
But as of now, just after the episode where Catherine and Scott have had a conversation after the recoupling, I not only did not agree with or like how Catherine moved and handled the conversation with Scott.
Yeah.
I was also very confused. I didn't understand, because I personally still don't think that Catherine is wrong for getting to know Elam.
No, 100%.
Exploring another connection and seeing where that went. Whether or not it's the case of, I want to get to know him and Scott at the same time and see what happens. Or I feel like this is more my type than Scott, and I would like to explore this and see what happens. Yeah. Either way, whether it was either or, I felt like Catherine was well within her rights to do that. I felt like, and this is exactly why I felt like people were doing too much, because Catherine had not been coupled up with him for that long. She still had, they were not closed off. She still had every right to get to know somebody else, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So that's why I didn't quite understand why everybody was like acting like she was doing something morally wrong, because I didn't think that she had. But at the end of the day, Casa and Moore, we understand that this is a situation where if it was outside the villa, none of this would be a big deal, right? But in Love Island, we know how the game is played. This is how it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Scott has not even made the effort to make connections with people in Casa and Moore, and genuinely been thinking about Catherine and hoped that she'd come back alone, and she didn't. And then when she didn't, he was disappointed and upset, rightfully so. All Catherine had to do was give him the space to express that and say how he felt, and she'd say, I'm sorry, I genuinely didn't make you feel that way, but this is somebody that I liked and I got to know. If it wasn't somebody that I made a connection with, I would never have gone about it in this way, but I genuinely did, and I like him, and I want to see how things move going forward. But I'm genuinely sorry that it's hurt you. That's all she had to do.
No, literally.
That is literally it.
But
so why she behaved like that? Why she was shouting at Scott?
Do you know what it is?
And getting mad, not even letting him speak.
But remember, I told you,
I was so confused.
If I'm real honest, it comes down to age.
Just so defensive.
It comes down to age and maturity. Like, if
she's
I'm
not
real
that
honest,
young, though. She's 24.
No, but regardless, Hannah,
you're older than her, just by what, a year?
3 years.
Oh, okay.
3 years.
Oh yeah, you just turned 27.
That's
my
what
bad.
I just told you.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like she's not mature.
But
like,
I knew you 2 years ago.
No, but what
when you were 25,
that's also true.
Just a year older.
But
you were not this mature.
You know me though.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that aren't emotionally mature, and Catherine is not one of them. And
you
when
were
I
probably
say
24, because we met in 2020, didn't we?
We definitely
yeah.
did. Yeah. You
so,
met
yeah.
when I was turning 25.
Yeah,
like,
so this is what I'm saying. So
I was 24 when I was 24 when we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like also as well, like I said to you, certain people don't go through certain situations. You know what I mean? And I feel like Catherine. Remember, I was saying to you, oh, that's why she's been in situationships, and you were like, I don't know why people keep saying that. But it's
because I feel like people like to throw it out there randomly.
No, 100%.
It's like, girl,
but I feel like no. But I feel like
don't throw that in that girl's face.
But I feel like with Catherine, there's a certain way that she behaves. Even for example, me personally, I feel like Scott's good for her because Scott checks her. Do you get it?
He does.
Like Scott checks her when she's wrong and she don't like it. So she instead of
she never thinks she's wrong.
That part.
I've realized that.
And instead of acknowledging the fact that she's wrong, she'll jump ship.
And to be fair, she hasn't really been wrong, in my opinion, up until now.
No, she hasn't.
But it's the fact
hasn't.
that even...
But
my thing was the day after,
that was
she didn't even sleep and come at it with a clear head and think, shit, maybe I could have gone
that
about it a bit better.
No,
she was still doubling down. I was like, Catherine, I don't understand.
Can we be real?
How have you slept on it and still think, oh, I acted in the exact way I should have?
Even after that intense conversation, you went to go at lips, Elon. That was crazy.
Did you?
That's when I said I can't even defend you here because
and
your
lips
lips
the way
and
she
the
called
guy.
Whitney as well.
You say Whitney.
That's why I'm saying immaturity because it was given like Whitney.
No,
Scott said that. I said like girl.
Even Whitney said we don't do that.
Where she said we don't do that, she definitely
even
meant,
Whitney said we don't do that.
Relax, calm down before they start calling you the angry black woman. And I do not want that for you.
And that's why. Let me tell you, Whitney. I even tweeted this.
Whitney.
I even tweeted this last night. I said Whitney is the only likable person in that villa. I don't like anyone individually.
Tweet that. I saw that. Yeah.
I said everyone individually.
And I saw that and I was like, oh, that's not even a hot take, to be fair. That's kind of
accurate. It's the truth.
But I did like Catherine up until that. I don't even not like Catherine.
No, if I'm real honest.
I would like, you know what it is? I feel some type of way about Catherine now, only because I genuinely don't like it when people can't own their mistakes. Like, I feel like it's not even a mistake. Yeah. Just actually back what you did. Like, do you know what I mean? You did it at the end of the day.
At least
and you really can't sit here and act like he has absolutely no reason to be upset. That's my thing. It's a bit gaslighty. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't act like that man has no right to be upset. He has a right to be upset. So why are you mad that he's upset? Like, it doesn't make sense.
At least Ella initially, I'm saying initially. Thank you.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Because one thing on this show,
fuck it up.
You know why? Yeah. One thing on this show, these women don't hold each other accountable. They don't know how to do that.
And that's what I said initially.
They'll back their bullshit. It's giving Tanya from Winter Love Island. It's giving Tanya.
Ella took accountability.
Because the way
now
that
she's
all
trying
those
to
women
take
were
it
hyping
back.
each other up when they were so in the wrong, I did not understand it. I said, there's not one of you that can be like, you know what? Maybe we could have handled this a little better. Like, not one person. And it's definitely given that, because the next day, the way they were like, and it's even making me think, because that's exactly why I was saying, like, we'll get onto Elam in a second, because he said something that made me think, but when you said the thing about the girl switching up on him, it is weird. Making me wonder if there's something that we have that we're not seeing from Scott, because it's a bit random that when the boys were saying this, it was you lot are mean, you're haters, you're this and you're that. Then only a couple of days goes by, and then Casa and more, and then all of a sudden now in Casa and more.
But then again,
she's all this second guessing.
But then again, I feel like the girls also, it goes back to them not being accountable. Remember, they're riding the coattail here. They will literally tell Catherine everything she needs to feel good about herself. They might just say, oh yeah, no, we feel like you're better with Elam, even though they know you're better with Scott. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they don't hold each other accountable.
You're right about that. Because the way they were all hyping up Ella,
it was weird
to get to know Uzi.
It was so
but then
weird.
Now, as soon as we come back in the villa,
Graph for time.
Beg Tyrique.
What?
Girl.
Stop.
Which is it? How can you convince me to do this? And then when I do it,
and Whitney,
because we knew
that's what I'm saying.
Outside, fair enough. everybody thought Tyreek would recouple. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But you also knew that there was a chance
that he wouldn't.
That he wouldn't. So you should have bared that in mind before you advised your girl.
Yep.
So if you've now advised your girl to pick this other dude,
yep.
How are you now telling him, forget that other dude, 2 seconds in, beg for that other nigga back?
And do you know what? What
are we doing? Let's be consistent.
Do you know
what do you want me to do?
Do you know why I like Jess for that? Because Jess said, don't even do that.
I love that. I love
Jess
Jess's
said,
advice.
you're going to look like a fucking mug.
And she was the only one to say it too.
Literally.
All the other girls, Kat, Whitney, they would have all encouraged her to beg Tyreek and forget about Uzi.
No.
Every single one of them.
Jess said,
you know why? Not even because me cussing them. It's just they have more loyalty to Tyreek as an OG as well.
Jess said, if you look it off with Uzi, you're going to look like a fucking mug. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And also, you don't know what... I think Jess is also thinking from our perspective
our
as
point
viewership.
Of view. Yeah.
Like,
Jess
she's looking at it with just...
She's
I
not
agree.
dumb.
That's why I like Jess. I know there's been a little bit of pick-me-ish tendencies here and there.
Of course.
But I feel like ultimately Jess is a girl's girl.
Yeah.
And that was confirmed for me when Catherine, in my opinion, was looking like an idiot.
Definitely.
The way she was acting with
and
Scott.
She was even trying to
Jess was like, yeah. She did say that. I don't even know what she was talking about.
Exactly.
And I don't think Jess did either. But she still backed Catherine because she was like, let me help my girl out kind of thing. I do think Jess is a girl's girl at heart. So I like Jess.
Yeah.
And we'll get onto her situation in a second as well.
Oh, good.
But but when she said that, I loved that because I was like, I don't think anyone else would have even given Ella that advice, and I love that she didn't, because Ella would have locked it off that
100%.
night if she hadn't have.
That's what I'm
saying.
I'm
so glad
Jess
she
said,
that
listen,
because
you're dumb,
at the end of the day, we don't know
Literally.
what
Jess
Tyreek's
told
gonna
her
do,
without
you know
telling her that she's a dumb bitch.
What we do know, I know this for a fact, what Tyreek would usually do
100%
is leave Ella in the dust.
At
this point.
Yep.
I feel like for sure he's about to forgive her.
Yeah.
It's very clear from last night's episode. They're just playing the long game. But he's going to forgive her. And I'm not even mad at that. But 100% outside this villa, in a normal circumstance, that nigga has already forgotten you and moved on to the next one.
Let me tell you.
So, yeah, Jess was absolutely right for giving her that advice. Because at the end of the day, if he does decide to do
obviously,
that, what are you going to do?
People don't be believing in star signs and whatnot, yeah. Obviously, I'm an Aries woman. Tyreek and people like Dami are Aries men.
Are they Aries too?
They're Aries men.
Okay.
So all I can tell you about Aries men is be fearful. Be fearful. If that man tells you he's forgiven you, know he's lying. And if you don't know that he's lying, you're in for pepper.
This is why I'm scared.
This is why I say, listen, Tyreek. Listen, did you know?
Because I want him to forgive her, but at the same time, I'm scared for what he's going to do to her.
I need you not to pay. No, I need you not to pay attention to body language as well. Did you see Tyreek's eyes when he was
really
looking at
upset.
his eyes were
crying.
black?
He wanted to
no,
cry.
his eyes were black, bro. That guy's eyes, he looked like he wanted to cry. He looked like he wanted to scream. He looked like he wanted to punch everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is not gonna forgive that girl ever in life.
But
no,
Michelle, remember what I just said though about this not really being a situation outside of Love Island. Because if we're being real, if you're not my man, I can do what I want. Do you see what I'm saying?
Let me tell you.
So if I'm getting to know another nigga, you wouldn't even really know.
No, but can I just say, I need you not to be deep in. He's an Aries man. That guy doesn't care that, okay, cool. He can be doing his own thing. But now when you decide to do your own thing, it's a problem. Yeah. This is what I need people to understand. Tyreek, he said, oh, they're closed off. In reality, yeah, what's closed off?
That's what I'm trying to say. That means absolutely nothing. To me, as a 30-year-old woman, what the fuck is that? Are you my man or not? If you're not, then please, I'm going to be doing what I'm doing.
Personally, there's no in-between between single and boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I agree.
Me personally,
I can be seeing somebody, but you're not my man.
I'm not going to lie. If you're not my man,
if
you are not my man, I'm still doing my thing, right? But the thing is, men can't stand when you're doing your thing and they're doing their thing. They want you to be
hear that, because that is true.
Exclusively for them.
But do you not think that there's a little pinch of salt to be applied when it's a game show?
No, I don't give a fuck. Listen, it's either we're boyfriend and girlfriend, because they used to do it back in the day. First 2 seasons of Love Island, boyfriend and girlfriend after 3 weeks. Boyfriend and girlfriend after 2 weeks. And you're now coming to sit there and tell me, oh, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend though, but we're exclusive. What does that mean, bro?
This is a new day.
It's a new day. It's a new dawn, bitch. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So that's why I said that. I said Tyreek needed the pepper. He needed it. Because you needed to know in this life, what do you mean, what's exclusive?
That's it.
What's exclusive?
This is my thing. No, you're actually an idiot. What I will say, logically, I do understand in his perspective, we were closed off. I respected that, and I did not get to know anybody else. Now you come out, because it's essentially this is exactly the same with Scott and Catherine. Even though Catherine still wasn't wrong to do what she did because they weren't closed off. But what I will say is it's a bit more nuanced when you're dealing with people's emotions and feelings who you are supposed to be in a romantic involvement or attachment with. You're supposed to care about their feelings. So if they feel like they've honored an agreement that you haven't, you have to understand where they're coming from.
100%,
when they explain to you that they're hurt. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of what the actual parameters of the relationship are. So that is whether you're closed off or not. But when you're closed off, especially, even if we're going off of logic, no matter how you felt, I can understand Tyrique being like, listen.
No, same.
You can even say all of that, like, I made you feel uncertain. I understand me saying, like, I played the game. I missed the game. All of that. Like, he never even said that. But even if he did, like, I would be like, cool. Like, I understand Ella feeling that way. But at the same time, regardless of how you thought I was going to move, I did not do that. I stay loyal to you. And you brought another nigga back here.
Do you know what the problem
is? And left me single. Do you know what the problem is, though? I feel like kind of like you have to just firm it. No, like, you have to understand that I'm hurt, and I feel like Ella did understand that. No, she did,
but he's now playing games with her.
But to be fair, Ella has to firm it.
No,
you know why I'm saying that? No, because I'm not gonna lie. No, I would do exactly what Tyrique is doing.
I understand.
So I can't persecute him for it.
I understand it. I understand it, but for me, that would personally be done because, for example, you're now showing me that you're gonna be petty when we go through real life things.
Michelle, let's be real. Hold on. To the next one. Let me show you that another nigga can have me in a minute. Let me show you that. Like, we all do that.
So for example, with Tyrique here, he's been playing Ella like a fiddle since day one. He hasn't made her feel secure. So when she's now decided to explore options, even though they were closed off, they were closed on, they were closed whatever, closed on, closed off, he's made her feel a type of way. You have to hold that L for making her feel that type of way. Regardless, she was in the wrong.
But at the same time, she never voiced that she felt that until now.
No, but the thing is, but
so from Tyrique's point of view,
but what I'm saying is,
and I don't disagree, but you can understand where he's coming from. Where it's like, wait, what? Where's this coming from?
No, but he's acting like she never said anything. But she used to argue back with him, like, "What do you mean you missed the game? What do you mean you do this? What do you mean you do that?" Right?
Yeah, that's true.
And he was acting like it was a joke. So obviously now she's taken the joke times 10, and then she's brought this other guy back. So now you're standing there looking like a dickhead, even though you put the bugs in her ear to make her feel unsafe with you. Because every single girl that's walked in that villa, he has flirted with. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to get to know her." Do you know what I mean? Even though he hasn't really wanted to get to know them.
I don't think so either. I feel like
he wanted to keep on her toes.
Flirting with them.
Yeah.
But I can't lie, I feel like the only girl in there that's his type
for
is
Ella.
Yeah,
but the problem is, you don't do that with that sort of girl like Ella and then think that you're going to walk away scot-free. Do you know what I mean? Casa came at the right time for them. Because now Tyrique knows Ella can play the same sort of games that you can play. However, Ella's not standing on her decision. That's the problem.
I get why though. I can't lie, because I would not move that differently to Ella. So I can't even really get her. I'm not gonna lie.
See me
when I come back and I see that I've hurt my babes. I can't lie.
See me.
I would also be weak in the knees.
No, this is why I say you lot. I don't know. I'm not a good woman
because it's not. It does not feel good to hurt somebody when you weren't even really expecting to. I think Ella in her mind really thought that Tyrique would recouple. So I don't think she would have ever done that if she knew for a fact. Like, I can trust that he won't.
No, but this is what I tell you about Aries men. They're crazy.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I told you, it's a gameplay for him. It's tit for tat. It's back and forth. So he's doing all of these things. He's thinking, bro, nobody is telling her in Casa that you're being loyal. Before that, you were flirting with bare girls. So obviously she's gonna think you're doing the same.
This is my thing.
And her friends,
why did you wait till she was gone to switch up?
And her friends are convincing her that you're doing this because this is what
we
they
all
saw.
Thought the same thing.
This is what they saw.
Everyone thought. That's why I can't be mad at anyone thinking that we all thought that.
You can't be mad at her for the behavior that you've displayed since day one. This is what I'm saying.
And you know what I will say though about Tyrique is that because I was going to ask before we got to last night's episode, do you think he'll forgive her? Because the night before last, it was looking like he really wasn't going to. I can't lie. Like,
no.
I was saying, Ella, this might have to be a wrap, you know? Like, I don't think niggas like Tyrique with their pride, I just don't think it's going to happen. But then the next episode, and I was still 50-50 because I was like, at the end of the day, he's still saying it out of anger, so you never know. Because me personally, this was someone, like, he was saying he was falling in love with her in Casa. So I was like, if that's true, I can't lie, this is not big enough to deter you then. If you're genuinely being real about that, I don't know if he is being real, but if you are, this is not a big enough situation to put you off of it completely. So I feel like that made me feel like maybe he's just speaking out of anger. And then in the morning, he was like, you know what, I don't know. I said, I don't know. Uncertainty. We're getting somewhere. Because that means you're going to take her back, basically.
No, guys.
Because he was so adamant that he wouldn't the night before. You know what killed me? Was where he saw her crying in the bathroom. And he hugged her. He said, no, don't cry.
No.
You just got to firm it. You just got to live with your... I said, he held her face.
No,
and said, nah, like, as much as I feel for you, I just
keep
can't.
telling you lots about Aries men. You don't want to listen. Yeah? Aries men are the worst men on this planet. Yeah, they like to gameplay.
If I'm being real with myself,
you're too optimistic.
If he wanted to forgive me that night and he wanted the pumps, he would have.
No, he would have got it. However,
I'm just
let me just say no. Let me just say to you. No, I keep telling you, lot. Aries men, especially fire sign men, are full of games. Yeah, this guy is. I told you. That's why I even commented on your TikTok. I said I'm even scared for the pepper that he's gonna give her.
I said that afterwards. I was like, I want him to take her back, but at the same time, I'm scared for what he's gonna do.
That
he's
girl
definitely gonna get his lick back.
Listen, can I tell you, this situation is done, and I'm being serious.
Because men like Tyrique don't just forgive and forget.
No, they don't forgive him. And what I'm saying is, he will never forgive and forget her for embarrassing him on national television.
But do you think that this might be what he's doing with Katie though?
No.
This is his way of doing it.
No.
I feel like he heard that she never kissed that guy. And he felt better.
No.
Because in the morning, he was like, okay, I kind of get how she's gone about it respectfully. No. And that was interesting to me. That made me feel like someone sat him down and said, she never even kissed this dude.
No. I need you lot to understand Aries men, yeah? I keep screaming it.
Aries men is going to be the name of this podcast.
Listen, I need you lot to understand. Aries men make me so angry because they are the polar opposites of Aries women. Like, I need you lot to understand. You see me as an Aries woman, right?
Yeah.
You see how I am. I'm caring. I'm calm. I'm collected. But I have a fiery side, right? Yeah. I have a fiery side. I care for the people that I love. Like, I can get angry 1 to 100, but I'll come back down for the people that I love, right? Aries men are not like this. This is what I need people to understand.
So what are you saying Aries men are like?
I'm saying Aries men are devils, but they are also very, like, they're very caring in the sense that they're like Aries women where they care, they're kind, they're loving. But if you disrespect them, that's it. Like, Aries women can accept disrespect. But
it's minor disrespect.
No, you lot are saying it's minor.
Disrespect has levels.
Bro, you're not listening. I said, you lot think it's minor. But because, for example,
I can understand why it being on TV no. medium.
Can you...
I'll upgrade it to medium.
Hannah, I need you to listen, yeah?
Okay.
I'm saying... Us Aries are the babies of the zodiac. We're naturally very sensitive, right? So
Cancers, excuse me.
No, we're the babies of we are though.
You're not, because I even felt some type of way that you said that.
We're the baby. No, you're not. You're not listening.
I'm kidding.
She's not listening.
That was a joke. No, I don't actually feel some type of way. But yeah,
what I'm saying is,
I don't know about that. I've never heard that with Aries.
No, if just Google it when you get home, yeah. We're the babies of the zodiac. So it's a thing where it starts with us and it ends with us. So we're the babies of the zodiac where we're sensitive to every and anything, but we pretend like we're not. Okay. So it's the thing where what Ella has done to this guy, he's never going to forgive it. He's never going to forget it. He's going to continue to play games with this girl until he feels like he's satisfied enough to take her seriously. And by that time, he's already done all the damage. Do you get it? So it's like...
what I think will happen, I agree with that in a sense, but I think that it's easy for them to be closed off to that in the villa. And that he will deep the fact that he really does like Ella. he doesn't really want to entertain anyone else, because let's be real, he's just doing this to fuck with Ella. I don't think he really likes Katie.
And they've got 4 weeks.
That part. Yeah. And he also, there's a little game player in Tyrique. He wants to win if he can. He wants to be in. They have the best chance of winning because they are the most solidified couple. And he's got 4
weeks, and then he's gonna rubbish
he wants to go for it. So I feel like that's a little part of it as well. And also, let's be real, he's attracted to Katie. I think he thinks Katie's attractive, but he don't really want her like that. He just wants to fuck with Ella.
No,
I don't think there's anyone in there for him.
But what I'm saying
is, so realistically, I think he is going to forgive her. But
what
I think will happen is that they'll get outside the villa.
Can we not
talk to his boys?
Can we not
and then reality will sink in, and that's when he'll do madness. I don't think he will do her dirty in the villa.
Can we not take this forgive word seriously? Because he's not going to forgive her. This is what I need to
Okay, what I'm saying is he'll take her back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
That part.
He'll take her back.
Yeah.
And then I feel like he won't really do a madness until outside
gonna do
the
her
villa.
dirty.
Because
as simple
honestly,
as that.
and that's what I said. If Ella does take him back, proceed
she should be very
with
wary.
Caution. Proceed with
You'll
caution,
say she'll take
and
him
don't
out.
be his girlfriend in that villa. Do not let him wife you. I understand for the game purposes that it's tempting, but don't do it, because you know why? It won't mean nothing to anybody but you, babe. It won't mean nothing to anybody
all
but
I'm
you.
saying is
he will cheat on you outside this villa.
Today is what? The 7th of the 7th.
It was already likely that he would do that before.
All I'm saying
but now it's for certain.
Yeah. Today is the 7th of the 7th. I've called it. Give them 4 months. Not even 3. Give them 4 months.
You know what?
And he's gonna rubbish her.
People that just end up getting back together and break up, back together.
I don't. Listen, let me tell you. I've already told you.
Because there's something about them. They really like each other. There's something about them that they really are into it.
No, it's the pumps. It's as simple as that. She's got some good gooch.
Because they're very attractive people. Even when I look at them together, I'm like, you lot would make beautiful babies.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Lie.
But my whole thing is, if I'm real honest, like, it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. And like I said, Tyrique will never forget that she let him stand alone in that villa. He's not gonna forget it. He's never going to forget it. So this is why I say, if they're smart enough, they should just lock it off now. If I'm real honest, because look how he's playing with her already.
I don't really want her to be with Uzi either. I can't lie though.
She needs to be with him.
I don't not like him.
Nah, she needs to be with him.
But it's like I didn't care about him up until.
When was the last time she smiled?
That's true. She was smiling a lot.
It's enough.
She was smiling.
It's enough. She needs to smile more. That babe, already your cheek filler is.
But I feel like there's a part of it that they both enjoy. Even this patter that's about to occur in the villa today, where he's
but they love
with
it,
Katie,
and it's very
and they
embarrassing.
start flirting in front of everybody in the villa. By the way, Uzi is there somewhere.
He was right on the daybed. He was right on the daybed.
When I saw, that's exactly what I thought when I saw the tomorrow night. I said, so Uzi's just
sitting there.
Just there. Okay.
God.
So
embarrassing.
But this is my thing. When they get into it, they forget about everybody else. And that's a sign that there's something about this that you both enjoy.
Toxic. That's toxic.
It is toxic. Nobody's debating that. It is absolutely toxic. But I feel like it's also because that's how they both are and they like each other. So that's just how they respond to each other. Again, toxic.
I can't agree.
But I don't agree. I think that there's a little part of it that it's almost like they're both kind of conceding within themselves. This is just how the protocol is. This is how we're gonna go about it, but we're gonna end up back together.
No, but
like Ella, you could tell even the way she was moving, the way she was even speaking. Bear in mind, Katie's right there.
Yeah.
The way she's even speaking, it's like, girl, I hope you don't think this is serious.
No, that part.
You know he's gonna be eating my pussy by Friday, right?
Like
you know that.
But they're too young to be doing that, and that's what I don't encourage, because it's like Love Island are encouraging the nonsense. Like, do you know what I mean? They're too young to be doing this back and forth. They're not that young though.
People keep saying that, but
23
is not that young to me. That's not that young. It's young, but it's not young. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're still grown adult. He's a semi-pro footballer, been making his own money for how long?
Darling.
He's not a big, he's not a small boy. And she's not a small girl either.
Sometimes I say, Hannah, as well, you're living in a dream world. They've got a lot.
You not just like to baby people. I can't lie. People like to baby people in this country. I've realised that.
No, let me tell you.
24 is not small.
No, let me tell you.
It's not a big, small person.
I'm saying UK compared to everyone. They're not, like I said, even with Catherine, you're not emotionally mature. For example, Tyrique has never been in a relationship. Ella has been in a relationship, but Tyrique has not.
That makes you an adult.
No, but
you know my situation. I went to boarding school when I was younger.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? People go through experiences that make them more mature and
older.
I definitely
understand
it's not just
that. But what I'm
relationships.
saying is also as well, one thing I've learned as well, because I've been tunnel visioned, where I'm like, nah, people have to think the way I think because the way I think is normal, right? But I've realized a lot of people are not like me. They're not. Like, literally, even when I was at 24, bro, I would not be in these kind of situations because I learned from it at 21. But you don't think the fact
that they both have jobs like model, semi-pro
footballer,
that are jobs where you are literally solely in charge of making your own money,
look at the way they're behaving.
Lifestyle.
No, look at the way they're behaving.
Those things make you mature?
Look at the way they're behaving and tell me whether it's mature.
You can be immature in a romantic setting and not literally be an immature person. So I don't feel like Ella is immature point blank period, personally.
No, she is. She very much is. Because, for example, if you knew...
I just think she's immature in love.
No,
with guys or whatever.
I don't believe that, though.
I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.